Right, we are back. We are up live. I've just checked the live stream's on alright, not a problem. We'll give you a little bit of update on scores. We'll still try and sort the screen out. So at the moment, we don't know what's happening with it. Just give me a second. We'll get rid of that. East Sussex Youths are 8-2 up against West Yorkshire B. Lincolnshire Youths A are 2-2, drawing with Derbyshire Youths B. It's played very well in the last round. Derbyshire very good. Lincolnshire Youths B was actually playing Manchester Youths C, and Manchester 6-1 up against Lincolnshire there. Wow. Wiltshire Youths A are 8-0 up against Wiltshire Youths B. Wow, so there's some there must be some real good match play being played there on that for that match. You got Manchester Youths B a 5-2 up against Hampshire Youths A. Then you got Cheshire West Youths, they're down 5-3 against Nottinghamshire Youths B. Then you've got South Yorkshire B a 5-3 up on South Yorkshire C. Then you got Nottinghamshire Youths A, they're 6-2 up against Lancashire Youths B. If anybody wants to give any shout outs or any comments, we don't mind. We'll see if we can help you best we can. And it's not about now, so it will be sometimes a little bit awkward, but the main scores, if they're on the screen, I will let you know what they are if you ask me. I was talking to one of the young lads outside earlier, and he mentioned his mum thought, or somebody thought he was being a little bit biased to Derby. I'm not biased to Derby. Never have been biased to Derby. Actually, if Derby know me, you really got to mention my name, Steve Wallet. I'm the only one what's actually really ever mainly supported Derby. I've always been down there to events, comps and stuff like that. Played for Derby. No, I'm not biased to Derby, not in the least. But if they're playing somebody like Ollie God or somebody I sponsor, I'm going to support Ollie. Definitely. So I think they probably heard something like that. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I'm definitely not biased. I don't panic. I'm not biased towards Derby. I love Derby's team to bits. I've always have done. I've always supported Derby. I've always had a good relationship with them and everything. So there's no problem there. Definitely not. I mean, when then I was talking about the matches, we used to have money making games and all sorts from Derbyshire. Notts used to have all the time. This was before these young youths come along. The youth teams came along. Do you know what I mean? And now it's all slacked off. It used to be out like 2 or 3 times a year. They used to play it at Cue Ball and places like that. You know what I mean? But it's a shame they don't do them now. I mean, because the relationship Notts had with Derby, it was unreal. It was very good. I mean, but I wish it had been more, don't get me wrong, I wish it had been a little bit more spread out. Lincolnshire had done the money games and places like that, Manchester, you know, even Wiltshire, Cheshire, spread it about where they do one at their place and they do one at our place, you know what I mean, where they get in touch with Harvey, you can get 20 lads, we'll get 20 lads, we'll come down, match them up easier, so you know you're playing B teams against B team players, you're not playing 18 players against C team players or nothing like that, you're playing it fair, and they are handicap fair, you know what I mean, that's how we run the system, and that's how it should be run. So there won't be no match fixing, you know what I mean. We don't do none of that. We don't like that anyway. If somebody plays in a C team in another county and they're similar to the level, we'll find out what level they are and then we'll make sure we're matching with somebody at that level. That's how it's always been. It was always the same with Derby, and they'll always tell you that, because everybody knew everybody, they knew how they're playing, they knew the matches were going to be pretty close. That's how it should be. But bias-wise, definitely not. No, definitely not. Not with Derby. No, I've always had a fantastic relationship with them, so don't panic there. Like I say, they'll tell you, if they ask them about Wallet, just say Wallet's anyone who's used to go down to see us. You know what I mean? So, no worries. I think the young lad what told me, I actually gave him a lot of good comments on chat anyway, because I think he's played fantastic. He played brilliant last night also. So there's definitely no problem there. Definitely not. But on to the pool. We got your Youth Shields playing here. Youth Shields, East Sussex Youths playing West Yorkshire Youths, and it's 8-2 up a minute. So it looks like East Sussex have been playing quite well. Like I say, I've only just come on and I've been doing results through score fixtures. Like we've got for Lincolnshire Youth A at the moment 4-4 against Derbyshire Youth B. Then we've got Lincolnshire Youth B, the 6-2 down against Manchester Youth C. We've got Wiltshire Youth, they're 10-0. Wow, what a result that is against Wiltshire Youth B. There must be so much banter going off on them two teams now. I wouldn't like to be on group chat with that one. Manchester Youth B are 5-2 down against Hampshire Youth A. Then you've got Cheshire West Youth, they're down 5-3 against Nottinghamshire Youth B. You've got South Yorkshire Youth, they're 6-3 up, they're flying against South Yorkshire Youth C. There's plenty, like I say, they're slinging like the counties similar together to each other, and that's how it should be. You know what I mean? It makes it a bit more interesting than I can imagine the group chats are going wild. Nottinghamshire Youth A, they're actually 6-3 up against Lancashire Youth B. You know what I mean? So it's not been a bad day really. We will be having one of the EBPF shortly coming on stream with me. I ain't seen him for half an hour, but he says he wants to come on and have a chat with you about the EBF tour for next year for the youths and the other ones, the men's, and see to get people registered who wants to play, get the names down early so we know what spaces will be taken and where they will be having to travel. So if they want to play in these events, there's probably 5, I think there's 5 events, I'm sure there's 5 or 6 events where they have to travel more or less all around the country. They'll probably have one at their own place also, or close to their own place. But that's the first one to be at the Mansfield Towers, I do know that. And they spread all around the country. It used to be Bristol and places like that, but I think they changed the regions on it where they were going different places, so we'll just have to see where it's going with that now. Right, mate. But I think like I say, the lad who I'm talking about, he actually runs that system, the EBPF. He knows more about the tours than what I do. Because like I say, last year I had a year out from it. I didn't play on it, but I played on it the year before that. But this time, I'm actually having another year out. But I said if they do want me to just come along and do a bit of commentary from at a couple of the events, I will do that. But I won't go to every one of them. I mean, it all depends really how busy I am or what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Whether I'm at coast or wherever. But we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can get sorted out. But like I say, if you have got young ones that you know you can take to these events, you can travel them or transport them to these events. It's worth them going to it. There are fantastic days out. You know what I mean? But we'll let you know more about it in a bit and what the prices are from tenting and stuff like that. I think they have to finish like in the top 10 to qualify. I do know that, to qualify for England and stuff like that. Top 10 players, so it's worth them going just to see whether they can do it. And if they do qualify for England, they'll have to go to places like Malta or it'll be Ireland, Northern Ireland, I think it is, or places like that where they send them to play for a few days, for like 4 or 5 days trips. So it's definitely worth it, the event. I'm probably telling you it all, what he's going to have to tell you in a bit anyway, but he does know a lot more than what I know about it. I'm only going off the grapevine with it, what happens. But we'll see. But at the moment, we've also got... I'll remind everybody about the money matches for next Saturday. We've got Gav Ward. I think he's playing at Stenton. It's a spot on at Stenton, I do believe it is. He's playing a rematch with another guy, and that'll be a 20-30 grand match. That's the next Saturday night. If anybody's interested in watching a pool money match, that's 18. There'll be the 18, the men's 18 players, and they're very two quality players. I mean, and the last one was a pretty good match. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see where that one goes. Also, if you're interested in snooker, unfortunately it's clashing on the same night, which I was a bit gutted a little bit about that because I wanted to watch both. You've got Ashley Walker playing another guy called Steve, the 2 snooker players, ex-professional snooker players. Well, I know one of them is definitely ex-professional, Ash Walker. And they're playing a money game at the Alfreton Snooker Club on the same night, and that actually starts at 6 p.m. And you're more than welcome to actually go down to that. Go and get yourself a drink, get there early, about 5:30. It starts about 6 o'clock, that one does. But it's either you go to that one or you could go and watch the Gav Ward pool match from the one at Stenton. But there's one at Stenton, spot on, I think it is, in Stenton, so you'll have to Google the address for it. And there's one at the Alfreton Snooker Club in Alfreton. That one, the one starts at 7, the pool starts at 7 and snooker starts at 6. So they're the updates on them, and I'll update you probably later on, before I finish later on about that, so people know. So if you get your pens and papers out, right down for them events. They are on the 23rd of this month. But they do, one starts at 6 o'clock, that'll be the snooker one, and then I think the later one starts, the pool ones will be starting about 7 o'clock. And meanwhile, I'll keep you updated on the scores. We've got Lincolnshire AU is actually 4-4. I think this, I'm sure these results are playing for the plate in the other room, I'm sure it is. You got 4-4 Lincolnshire Youth A playing Derbyshire Youth B, so that's pretty close. That one going quite well. The Lincolnshire Youth B, a 7-2 down against Manchester Youth C. You got Wiltshire Youth A, the 12-1 down against Wiltshire Youth B. Manchester Youth B, a 6-2 down against Hampshire Youth A. You got Cheshire Youth 6-3 down against Nottinghamshire Youth B. You got South Yorkshire Youth B, they're 7-3 up against South Yorkshire Youth C. I think they've come back slightly, I'm sure they have. Nottinghamshire Youth A, a 6-3 4 against Lancashire Youth B. Now we'll concentrate on Table 2. This is West Yorkshire Youth versus East Sussex Youth. 8-3 at the moment to East Sussex. So West Yorkshire have actually got get the finger out a little bit with this one and pull it back. Try and get as close as possible. And these are the free frame playoffs. If 12 to 12, these are. If anybody wants to give any shout outs there, they're more than welcome to. If they want to comment on stuff, if they want to try and find results, if I can find them when Andy comes back, I will be updating you on them all. Because what I do find is when the matches do come to a closure, they do actually go off my screen, they just disappear. I can't get them back afterwards, but they go onto Andy's computer. So you will have to be aware quite slightly about that. South Yorkshire Youth B, they've just gone 7-4 with South Yorkshire Youth C. Nottinghamshire Youth A is 7-4 also with Lancashire Youth B. Cheshire West Youth 6-3 down against Nottinghamshire Youth B. Manchester Youth B are 7-3 up against Hampshire Youth A. Wiltshire Youth A are 12-1 up against Wiltshire Youth B. I tell you, their banter on their page, they'll be going wild after this match, I imagine. Lincolnshire Youth, unless they do, like I say, come flying back a little bit, do a bit of result, go a bit. Then you got Manchester Youth C with playing Lincolnshire Youth B. Manchester is actually 7-2 up on that one. Then you got that 4-4 with Derbyshire and Lincolnshire Youth A. You got the East Sussex, they're 8-3 up also with West Yorkshire Youth B. It's a nice cut to the corner there on table 1. Bit awkward, but he managed to get it. It's gone to the middle. Oh, he's just jawed it. It wasn't far off. Yep, it definitely went far off that one. Ooh. I'm a bit tired out the last couple of days. Like I said, I've been poorly and I watched that Tyson fight and all. I think that time out a bit, I settled on for that one a little bit. Wasn't really worth watching, to be honest with you. I think it was a bit fixed. I know it was getting over, but I think it was a little bit too fixed, that one. My opinion, anyway. Nice cut there to the corner, just managed to keep it out. Could have done with that one dropping. Chance here for our little Harry. Kieran's done a great double there. Great double, but he's lost the white ball slightly. It's not easy, this isn't. What a pop that was, and I tell you what, it's been unfortunate, it's gone in off. That's unlucky, that's so unlucky. What a pot he played there to that left corner. That's very unfortunate. And we've got Alan in the room, Geordie. He's been in a little bit of a while now. It's nice to see him back on his feet. He was in hospital for a couple of weeks, the lad was, bless him. Made the effort, went to see him most days to see him, make sure he was alright. As I say, he's done a bone. Like I say, it didn't really matter if that red went anyway, cause like I say, but it just means he's got to play this one now for the black, taking it off one rail. He could have took it off two, gone round, but he's gone that way. But he's landed perfect on the black to the right corner. He's played that well. Just a little. I think the young lad was a little bit unfortunate there. He could have won that one. So I'd have guaranteed if he hadn't gone in off into the middle, he'd have definitely potted that one, definitely, because his potting was very good. You can't take it away from one lady. Oh, sorry, guys, I'm tired. If I get too tired, I'm going off. I'm not going to live on here all day. It's been a long weekend for me, especially with being paddling. Well, meanwhile, we'll just give you an update on scores. We've had one disappear, so something's come to an end. You got East Sussex Youth there, 10-3 up against West Yorkshire B. Lincolnshire Youth A are 4-4 against Derbyshire Youth B. Lincolnshire Youth B are 8-4 down against Manchester Youth C. Manchester Youth B are 7-4 up against Hampshire Youth A. Cheshire West Youth are 7-4 down against Nottinghamshire Youth B. South Yorkshire Youth B are 9-4 up against South Yorkshire C. You got Nottinghamshire Youth A. They're 8-4 up against Lancashire Youth B. Meanwhile, table 2, he's going to lad's going to break them off. Not a bad break, but it looks like is he going to come dry? It looks like he's come dry on that one. It's been a bit fortunate. It's a nice split. We just didn't get one on the break. I'd have liked to have gone yellows, I do believe, but it's not easy to go yellows now. So he's got one down the rail on the right side of the top, but it's not easy. Just working out which way he wants to go. White come to the lander really. I know it looks easy with reds, but it's not as easy. It's a bit more awkward going back down for them two reds at the bottom of the table. You've only got one side of the table to play with. It's probably got one ball that might slip past that yellow. South Yorkshire C, they're actually 9-4 down still against South Yorkshire B. Nottinghamshire Youth A, they've actually gone 8-4 now against Lancashire Youth B. Nottinghamshire Youth B, they're 7-4 up on Cheshire West Youth. Manchester Youth B are 7-4 up against Hampshire Youth A. Manchester Youth C, they're 8-4 up against Lincolnshire Youth B. And the other result, the Lincolnshire Youth and Derbyshire Youth B, which played well in the last round, they're 4-4 in the minute. Then you've got West Yorkshire Youth versus East Sussex Youth. East Sussex are actually up 10-3, they're flying at the minute. I just feel it slightly lasted that one a little bit. And he wanted to get down the table, was trying to take them two reds down the table out a little bit early. That's why he went down there. But he just felt a little bit impatient there with that one. Now he's got to make up his mind really what he wants to do with this, because the problem is, like I say, better off just bringing yellow into play. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's got a problem with that other yellow next to the finger. So if he leaves it, as he does get an handle where he can pop that white yellow into the corner and screw into the other yellow and bring it into play. As long as he leaves this one to the left-hand bottom, he'll always have a shot. This is one over the pocket. He will always have a shot then, you know what I mean, to the one to that corner, so he won't lose the cue ball. But I think the other lads actually just made it a little bit more easy for him. If he pots this one and comes back over the cross of the table, he'll be able to pop the other yellow on the rail into the same pocket. Just got to come up behind it, play it right hand side, drop up behind it. Could have done with that coming a little bit closer and a bit closer. If you play that with top right hand side, you'd have sent it straight. So they fell behind it a little bit better. But for that reason, that's why he's missed it. He's got one awkward one now with that yellow next to them reds, but I think that's a little bit of insurance for the other lad now, there is. He's tried that yellow up. He's tried it up a little bit more than what it were. And again, he's trying to check that. I don't think he's going for pot. I think he's just trying to take control of the pocket. And if he looks at this right, if he can get an angle on that, if he can pot that yellow when he comes back to the table, if he gets back, which he should do. Oh, now he's took that path away. He can't play that shot now. I was going to suggest if he could pot that on top of the table and come across to the right side of the table, he can play a plant off the yellow onto the red, pop that yellow over the pocket and bring that other yellow out with the same shot. And just make sure he's screwing it out and leaving it for the one for the corner. That was my suggestion with that, and then he can just work that other yellow where he brings out, wherever he's going to pot it. I feel he's just slashed that one a little bit. Now, he's got the natural handle now to go into these. I should imagine he'll be trying to bring these out. No. He's put a bit of right hand side on that, he's took it away from it. You just got to play that top ball and just let the cue ball do the work. Top right hand side and let the cue ball do the work. Meanwhile, you've got East Sussex Youth. They're 11-3 up against West Yorkshire Youth B. You got Lincolnshire Youth A. They're 4-4 up against drawing with Derbyshire Youth B. You've got Lincolnshire Youth B. They're 9-4 down against Manchester Youth C. Manchester Youth B are 7-5 up against Hampshire Youth A. Cheshire West Youth. They're 7-5 down also against Nottinghamshire Youth B. I think there's been a change of score on one of them. I think that was the Manchester one's gone 10-4 now against Lincolnshire. 11-4 is the South Yorkshire one. They're up South Yorkshire B playing South Yorkshire C. There, South Yorkshire B are actually up by nearly over 7 frames now. Nottinghamshire Youth A, they're 8-5 up against Lancashire Youth B. Like I said, as the score fixtures are all going down a little bit now, because some of them matches are coming towards the closure. It's getting quite close to the mark. I'll apologise again for the stream over the weekend. We've been crashing all the time. It's been going AWI. I think it's something they've really got to sort out, to be honest with you. They should just have one stream going to this, not sharing it. Not a bad little chance on table 1 here. It's got one awkward yellow on the right hand side, this side of the table. He's actually tried, he's tried to actually play that red into it. He's smiling, he wanted to play that red into it and knock it to the side. If it had knocked it to the side, it'd have gone down the rail. But will he try it now off this one? He's tried it again, trying his hardest to bring it into play, but he's been very fortunate. He's smiling, look, he's smiling at that. Look. He's been very fortunate and he's still got a chance here. Let's top this one forward and play the other one to the middle and then drop on the one. Oh, God, he's rushed it. That's the last thing you don't want to do, so easy. It's so easy to do, you think you've got it. I mean, this young lady could come to the table and clear up on him now. I'll tell you what, if she does, fair play to her. She's not frightened to pot a ball, let's put it that way. She's lost the cue ball a little bit there. She might have to just try and play a safe to try and get that ball as tight as possible down here. If she can play it against that red and slightly just come off it and don't let it travel anywhere, she can get it safe. She's got to take her time a little bit. Oh, she's just going to give it a good clout, see where it goes, send the white back down behind the black. Not far off anyway. He's still smiling about that shot he got earlier, the ladders. Well. What I find is a lot of problems sometimes, you know, with the young ones. They don't tend to, they walk down, they get down on the shots, but they're not walking into the shots right. And that's sometimes I find when they're missing these easy ones, I think it's because you're not approached the shot right sometimes. And it's whether they're being coached or they're not being coached to do that. It's like they just walk around, just get down on the shot, but they've not lined themselves up for the shot. You know what I mean? If you just step back a bit, you watch players like Ollie Goddard and players like that, they always step back, walk into the shot. They don't just get down on it, because you'll never be right, you'll never be straight. You'll probably be 1 in 10 straight if you just keep going down and getting down on it and not walking into a shot. We're looking at the angle first, step back, look at the angle, walk into it. You'll pot 10 times more better balls by doing it that way. Taking your time, preparing the shot. Like now, this young girl, she's come back here and she's gone and won it. Fair play. It's like now, you just notice she walked round, got down on it, didn't walk into it. You know what I mean? I know it's an easy shot, but it's sometimes the easy ones they tend to miss because they've not walked into the shot, they've not lined it right, and then they wonder why they've not lined it, because it's the balls they take for granted, whereas they're more than capable of potting them. Treat it like you watch a snooker player at the table. Look what they do and follow what they do. And treat it the same on the pool table. You'll be a better player. You'll pot better. Your game will be better. Your confidence will go better because you know you're potting more. That's advice I'll give anybody who wants to learn the game. At the moment we've got East Sussex Youths 11-4 up against West Yorkshire Youths B. Lincolnshire Youths A. Actually 6-5 down against Derbyshire Youths B. Derbyshire's played really well. Lincolnshire Youths B are 11-4 down against Manchester Youths C. Manchester Youths B are 9-5 up on the opposite table. They're playing Hampshire Youths A. They're doing well also. We've had a change of score on the Manchester Youths C. That's gone to 11-4 to Lincolnshire Youths B. Manchester's up on that one, 11-4. Then you've got Cheshire West Youths 9-6 down against Nottinghamshire Youths B. Is South Yorkshire Youths B 12-4 up against South Yorkshire Youths C. Nottinghamshire Youths A and 9-5 up against Lancashire Youths B. Right, I'm just going to get a drink. We'll be back in a bit. Try and leave the sound on while I'm around anyway. I can't leave it on when I'm away because Andy checks it. Just unfortunately, I don't like to leave sound on. Right, latest updates is East Sussex Youths. They are 11-6 now against West Yorkshire Youths B. Lincolnshire Youths A are actually 7-7 against Derbyshire Youths B. So that's going close. Very well. It might go to the wire, that match. You got Lincolnshire Youths B. They're 11-6 down against Manchester Youths C. One of them's actually just changed. But it's one of the below ones. I ain't ready yet, so it don't matter about that one yet. Manchester Youths B 9-6 up against Hampshire Youths A. Cheshire West Youths are actually 10-6 down against Nottinghamshire Youth B. Nottinghamshire Youth A 11-5 up against Lancashire Youth B. While this East Sussex Youth won 12-6 a minute against West Yorkshire Youth B. If there's any changes, I'll let you know, but I have found once the matches come to an end, they disappear off my screen. There's not a lot I can do about that, and I can't go back once they disappear because I've got to hand this computer. So if you want any updates on the matches, what I've actually already read out, just let me know if they're still playing. If I see it on the screen, I'll let you know what they are like. We've got East Sussex Youths, West Yorkshire Youths B still up. They're at 12-6. East Sussex are actually winning that one. You got Lincolnshire Youths A, they're 7-7 with Derbyshire. Lincolnshire Youths B is 11-7 down against Manchester Youths C. Manchester Youths B are 9-6 up against Hampshire Youths A. You got Cheshire West Youths, they're 10-6 down at the moment with Nottinghamshire Youths B. You got Nottinghamshire Youths A 11-6 up flying against Lancaster Youths B. It looks like this young lad's made his mind up on table 2. He's going for this clearance. Drop this one. He just don't want to be doing too much travelling with the cue ball, because he could have made that a lot easier. That, like he had that yellow to the middle and he's come right back of it. You don't need to be travelling too far with cue ball. And going up and down. You know what I mean? It's alright if he wants to leave it till left, but then you got to make sure you're leaving yourself position for the black. At the moment it's on slightly on the left side of the table, so he's got to come down, got to get to the left hand side of the table to pot it there. He could do with taking it now. If he can get on it now, take it now, but he's been unfortunate, he's come a little bit too far. And again he's got that problem. He hit that one a little bit too well, he's going too well, but I know the tables are quick. That one is, but you can slow it down. It looks like he's going for a double here. And again, it's spread wide. And they don't get wide, they're always going wide with them. Because I've tested them out, there's no wrong with them. See what this young lady sees. She might try even to pot this one at middle and screw into them 2 reds, that'll be the shot. Oh, she's played that really well. That's a great shot. She's getting some nice little cannons. To slow up, I think he's just got there. As that black come a blocker, it's hard to tell where we're sat. Now I think she can just see it. It's like she might be a bit 3/4 ball there. Now she's looking. She's been looking down the table once or twice, see what's going off. As I say, the tables do run a little bit quick, so she might have just lost the cue ball a little bit there. If I had an overhead camera, I'd be able to see it better, but I think she's got 3/4 ball there. Now, what does she do? Does she try and hide it behind the black? And this is tough. I think, me personally, if she hits the red and just takes control of the pocket, she's got that black safe. That's all she's got to concentrate on. And if he does miss a yellow, at least that red still sat there then waiting for her. Just think 2 shots ahead of yourself here. Now that's the problem, you know. Now she's left him a shot. She got it. She's got it. She's only gone and back doubled it. Take your time. That's it. She's brought it out. She's played well in the last 2 frames of scales. She's got an easy black. Just take her time. She's played well. We can't fault it. She didn't have much of a celebration with it, did she? Bless her. Right, we've got East Sussex Youth 13-6 now against West Yorkshire B. Lincolnshire Youth A, they're 8-7 down against Derbyshire Youth B. Lincolnshire Youth B are 12-7 down against Manchester Youth C. Manchester Youth B are 10-7 up against Hampshire Youth A. Cheshire West Youth 12-6 down against Nottinghamshire Youth B. We've had a change on the East Sussex Youth one. It's disappeared. That went to 13-7. Cheshire, like I said, West Youth 12-6 down against Nottinghamshire Youth B. Nottinghamshire Youth A are 11-7 up against Lancashire Youth B. And that'll be this match come to more or less, well, it's not far off now, the closure of it. We'll be back again shortly. While I'm sat here, I'll leave the sound on.
Yeah, Jamie, I'll do it. I'll do it. Jack. Jack, is your short code not 071? We've got nationwide, right?
know, well, to be fair, no, my sister lives in
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
What's the spot?
Yeah. What is it? What's the food?
Just remove it from the competition. It was originally If they win the next game, they got to go. They got to go first. When they're final games, like around the final together, and then the second one together. So if they've got to go, then they can go, and whoever's playing them together. I think if they were in the other competition, they probably would have so. They need to take it off.
Right, we've got Manchester A and Oxford A coming on the stream next. I think Jamie Clark's going to be the referee for these matches. I think he's keeping an eye on these matches now because they're coming towards the end of the weekend. Just making it all fair play. So we had a foul earlier, and I think one of the lads didn't see it or he didn't call it, but one of the other lads spotted it. So Jamie wasn't refereeing it, that one. So he come back and said, "Can you get it on YouTube?" I said, "Yeah, of course I can." So we looked back, we found it anyway. It was a foul. But it happens in Paul, it always happens. Because they play these shots sometimes that fast, they're not sure whether they caught it or they didn't.
Will be played in the upstairs arena on tables 15 and 16, South Yorkshire A, Derby A, South Yorkshire A, Derby A, tables 15 and 16, and on tables 17 and 18, when the match is completed on those tables, Lancashire A, Kent A, Lancashire A, Kent A will be on 17 and 18, South Yorkshire and Derby A's 15 and 16.
See you in January, yeah?
Lincolnshire Youths A, 10-9 down at the moment against Derbyshire Youths B. Another close match there. Then we've got Manchester Youths B, 10-9 against Hampshire Youths A. Manchester Youth C haven't started yet, or Wiltshire Youth. They'll be playing Wiltshire Youth. They haven't started. Then you've got Nottinghamshire Youth and South Yorkshire Youth coming up. And you've also got this Oxford one here on this table also, but that's not actually popped up on the stream yet. They're ready to break off on half. Concentrate on table 2. Right, ready to break off. I've done me a little bit of a jobs. We've only got two actually live scores on the screen now. I've got Lincolnshire Youth A versus Derbyshire Youth B. They're at 10-10 now. So that's gone right to the wire. And Manchester Youth B are at 10-9 against Hampshire Youth A. It's another close one. You won't believe how close these matches have gone this weekend. Very, very evenly matched these teams have been. They've all come in that expectation they want to win. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Played well on table 2. This lad at table now has played really well this weekend. His name's Jack. He's played really well. So he had a bit of he was a little bit unlucky last night. The lad from Derby played well. He played fantastic. There's no two ways about it. He played very well. I think, like I say, the other lad he had a couple of reverse dishes in and a couple of free break dishes and all 3 or 4 break dishes. I think there's 3 actually. I mean, I kept saying to the little lad on commentary, if he gets to the table, he's going to clear these, and he did. I mean, first break cleared up, reverse dish, break cleared up. You can't argue it. I think they had one nearly tip-tap game. But it seemed like Jack had to fight for every frame, and there was a couple he should have got and he didn't get. And that was the last night's match. But up to that point, he played really, really well. He's under that one on table 1. That's a foul. Ball must always touch a rail. We've got West Yorkshire at Youth A actually just starting against Bristol Youth A. That's still at 0-0. Manchester Youth B is now 11-9 against Hampshire Youth A. Lincolnshire Youth A is actually 11-10 down against Derbyshire Youth B. Yeah, I'll get you, Lisa. I'll get you when Andy comes back to Think Computer, I'll get you a score over there. Whoever can get the score back and let you know if they won or lost. York versus Bristol. West York versus Bristol. I'll find out for you. Andy, West York versus Bristol. What was the result for that one? West Yorkshire, they played Bristol, yeah. Yeah, well, the West Yorkshire youth is versus Bristol. I'll keep you updated on it, but it's actually 0-0 at the moment. They've only just started. I think they're playing the very first frame. I'm sure they are. I think Andy's just said they've just started, so that's why, Lisa, we've not had no updates yet. But I will keep you updated during the next hour out what's going off. Yeah, I can't follow you. Good mum, Duck. Good mum. You have to keep them, like I say, keep them on track. Let them know you care. I think Lewis has played well this weekend. They went to, remember rightly. Yeah, yes. I think he's been up mainstream a few times. No, I'm sure he has. Jamie's just won that one on table 1. Table 2 is actually just missed quite an easy one to the right corner. Left corner, sorry, top corner, just missed an easy one. Yeah, I think, well, I say, Lisa, he's had a good weekend. I think he's loved it down here, to be honest with you. A lot of them do come down here, they don't realise how good they are when they get taking part in these events. It just keeps them, it gives them something to do, doesn't it? As I say, it's better than them being stuck in the bedrooms playing on the Xboxes all the time, taking part and taking trophies home, and that's what it's all about. Well, what a kiss that was on table 1. Needs to float this yellow one. There's no definite sound. If you never play this like the 9-ball players, they play it with a lot of top right hand side. Play it off 3 rails, it'll tack it round the angles and tack it perfectly back foot black. But they don't, they tend to just screw it. Pool players, they just tend to flick it out like that, screw it. But if they play it the way I said, they'll get closer to the black. It means just doing a slight bit more travelling with cue ball. So you're playing it off the top, playing it off the rail where the yellow is, and it's coming back off the bottom rail, then going back on the other, and coming back round. But it gets it close to the black. It's not a problem for Jack. He potted that anyway. But there's easier ways to, if there's awkward ones, easier ways to play it like the 9-ball players play it. They get a lot closer. Sometimes the angle's not always there to get as close as what you want, so you're leaving that long black when you can get it near the middle, get it a lot closer to the white. Right, we've got Bristol's actually 1-0 down at the moment against West Yorkshire USA. Bristol USA are 1-0 down. Just a long way to go there as yet, it's still early yet. Manchester U's B. It doesn't actually, I meant to say, Lisa, when I'm looking at the scoreboards, they don't tell me who's actually at the table, because they're actually playing in the other room, in the big room now. I think they're playing up in the big room. I'm sure they are, Bristol. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed them, Duck. They are good. It's just a little bit unfortunate, really. We've had a problem this weekend. I don't know if you knew, with internet laying us down a little bit with the, because they've got that. I think there's that many companies. Like I say, the room's been full up. They've had 3 rooms. Everyone was full up. There's nearly probably 300-400 people down here with parents and families and friends and stuff like that. And then you got the players. And everybody's like logging in and trying to log in onto the same internet. It just wiped the internet out on our computer. We had that problem last night. When we got to a semi-final, it's like we were struggling all night to get internet. It said, well, you've got to change this somewhere. It's along the line. You can't be doing that. You know what I mean? If they're going to use the phones, bring their own internet after that. I know it sounds bad saying it, but it just it stops it wide out. Or Andy's got to buy a real good modem to boost his power up a little bit. You know what I mean? He's got to do something. Because at the moment, like, it went down twice this morning also. That's the only fault we've had with it, really. It's just, but the stream, the table, the setups, and everything, it's absolutely been fantastic. It's just a slight internet slides down a little bit. I mean, which is a bit of a downfall. But it's a massive building, the towers. If you don't know if you've ever been here, it's like a football pitch. It's that big. You know what I mean? So it's hard to get the internet all the way around the building. It's that big. They've got like 18 snooker tables and stuff like that. You've got a room full of pool tables, 20 pool tables, and you've got another room full of about 7 pool tables. You've got function rooms upstairs. It's so big, it's unreal. You missed a great weekend here. It was a very good weekend at Towers. Now we've gone Oxfordshire Youth there 2-1 up. Bristol's still at 1-0 down. Manchester Youth are 2-1. Oxfordshire Youth, they're playing Oxfordshire Youth, they're 2-1 up. Lincolnshire versus Derbyshire Youth B. Lincolnshire Youth A, they're 11-10 down. You got Manchester Youth B, they're 11-9 up against Hampshire Youth A. I'll keep you updated. I'll keep everybody updated on the Bristol versus West Yorkshire USA. It's still at 1-0. They're still playing. I don't know. It's actually just gone. It's just flicked to 2-0. They've gone 2-0 now. So I've got a sneaky feeling they're only using one table at the minute because it's not changing very fast. I'm assuming they're only on one table, so that could last up to an hour and a half, 2 hours. That game could be going for. Meanwhile, on table 1, the legging, but we'll stick to table 2, see what's happening on table 2 for a little bit of a while. Like I say, the other downfall is just the sound. Sometimes he likes me to turn the sound down if I'm not here. He don't want the sound leaving on, or if I walk away and leave it on, he'll come and turn it down. To me, if it was my stream, I'd leave it going all the time, to be honest with you, because I think, when you sat at home, it's just nice to hear them potting balls, hearing the comments in the background, people talking and stuff like that. I like to hear it. But if I move away from the box, that's it. They just come along and turn it down. Then they come back, don't leave it on, you know what I mean? So that's not really my fault. So every time I have to leave, I have to turn it down. So I try and stay as long as possible. It just makes it better for people out on the outside who are watching the stream. Or if I'm busy, I like every couple of hours I'll nip off and let my dogs out and that. I have no choice then in the matter. Sometimes leave it on. I mean, see how long it takes him to turn it off. I'll put my hat on top of it. One, two, one, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. If anybody can tell me what the sound is actually like, I have actually got it turned up, but I can't actually hear it. I can like say I ain't got it on the phone. If anybody can let me know if our sound is okay, just let me know. Cheers, mate. I appreciate that. Jay, your sound is fine. Thanks, mate. Well, I say I don't know because I can't get. I've tried to get it up on my phone earlier. I couldn't get it up. So I say I don't like to use the internet here because it just wipes it out. Latest updates. Fortunately, Bristol's actually gone 3-0 behind against West Yorkshire A. Lincolnshire Youth A 12-12 against Derbyshire Youth B. God, that's such a fight, that match. It's like dragged on a little bit and all. Like they're really working for it to get there to see who's going to win it. And I say Derbyshire played brilliant earlier against Notts. Manchester Youth A 2-1 down against Oxfordshire Youth. That's the one we're actually watching there. Then you've got Manchester Youth C. They're actually 1-0 down against Wiltshire Youth A. Nottinghamshire Youth B are 1-0 up against South Yorkshire Youth B. And also, like I said, I noticed earlier, I got some results up earlier. They're actually from different events. I don't know, I'm sure if it was IPA or something, but I got a list of names of what results were and stuff like that. I got a list of results. I clicked on that results. Right, yeah, this was it. And there was like races to free, but it don't tell you league results. It don't tell me who. I'm sure it's something to do with IPA. Like Oliver Peaty, she lost 3-1 against Kirsty Shepherd. They got B Porter, won 3-0 against Pat Jones. Ollie Porter lost 3-2 against Tony Beresford. I think it's Beresford, I think the name is. See, there's lists and lists of them, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to read all these out because I don't think these are to do with the EBPF, to be honest with you. I think it's something more to do with it because I know, like I say, you got even Julie Bettridge on that. She lost 3-0 against Debbie Birchall, I think her name was. Belinda Wright lost 3-1 against Amy Cook. There's different ones advertised, so I'm not sure, but it doesn't tell me what these are, what there was for. It's just giving me a blank page with all the names and the results. So that's why I don't really want to go through them all because I don't know what they are anyway. But I think that's sure. Ollie, I'm sure they played on IPA. I'm sure they did. Nottinghamshire Youth A. Wow, it's just disappeared. But I think I'm sure they've got 13 now. It's disappeared. It actually disappeared just as I was reading it. So you got Nottinghamshire Youth B. They're 1-0 up against South Yorkshire Youth A. Bristol's actually still 3-0 down against West Yorkshire Youth A. Wiltshire Youth A are 2-0 up against Manchester Youth C. Lincolnshire Youth A are 12 against Derbyshire Youth. I really want to see what that result comes out at. Derby played brilliant this morning. Right, we'll focus on table 1 for a little bit. So he has got a clearance on here. I can't see much of a problem really, to be honest with you, if he controls the ball right. As long as he don't lose the cue ball. Every ball's more or less got a pocket. It might have a little bit of work to do now. What's he do here? Does he pot the one in the corner, go across the table and come back behind the yellow, so he pots the other yellow into the same pocket? And, well, he's tried to screw it round the back of it. And I think he went that way because I didn't know I'm not sure if it was quite natural enough into the middle going the way I said. It would have been close. And he's got one sitting over the pocket, so it makes this one a lot more easy for him. Now does he play the cannon? The one onto the other one, and try and break the yellow and the red up? Because that's what he's looking at. That's what he's looking at. He's looking at the plant, but the white is doing naturally into the red and the yellow. If he catches it right, it might just catch the back of the red. He's only got to nudge it. That's all he's got to do. He ain't got to do a lot with it. He's trying to work out what he wants to do with it. See what he decides what he wants to do with it. My honest opinion, if he goes for the plant, then I control that white into the red and yellow, just to see what it does. But now he's refused the plant. Just going for the one over the pocket. Is he going to plant it off this one? He's played it at a pace when he's missed it. But I think that's what his idea was. He was hoping to cannon it. To me, I thought he had the natural handle just off that red, to be honest with you. Even if he had to hit the rail first to pop the other red to get the plant, just so he can make the angle a little bit better. If he was catching it too thin or something. And that's what he's looking at now. He's still got a pocket, that still goes. A little bit unsure about it. He's hampered himself a little bit, so he's made a little bit hard work now with that yellow next to that white. If he gets this, I'll tell you now, he's won it. No, he's missed it. And that's another golden chance for Oxfordshire youth player. It's another chance for him here. So if he controls this one, then as soon as he pops that yellow into the right corner, it'll automatically go to the left slightly. If he topside it, it'll come back up the table, the middle of the table, and the other yellow will be sitting there waiting for him. He's just got to control the pace. He's got the right path, perfect pace. That's not a problem. That's absolutely brilliant. Another 6 inches closer would have been a little bit better for him, but that's fine. It still goes. He's going to now pot this one, same pocket, screw it back. And he's missed the pot. Oh God, it's a bit unfortunate, that is. He's been a little bit gutted about that one. In fair, a lot of these young ones, they've had a long weekend, they've loved it, but it's a long weekend, playing for 3 days, it's a long time. So it's understandable sometimes when they do miss these ones, because it is tiring. Lincolnshire Youth A are still at 12-12 with Derbyshire Youth B. West Yorkshire Youths have actually gone 4-0 up against Bristol, so I don't. West Yorkshire are flying now. Youth A, they're flying against Bristol Youth A. I hope that comes a bit more of a match. Manchester Youth A are 2-2 up against Oxfordshire Youths. Manchester Youth C are 3-1 down. 3-1 down against Wiltshire Youth A. Nottinghamshire Youth B are 1-0 up against South Yorkshire Youth B. Manchester Youth B are 0-0 at the moment with Nottinghamshire Youth A. So that one's just started, I do believe. It's been an added one to the screen. And again, slightly lost the cue ball. He had that, I'll be honest with you, I watched him yesterday, he had that ball on a string. 50-50 this is. 50-50 shot there is. That's all he's got to do is just focus on the pot. He's got the natural handle to come back down for the black. I wouldn't play the black to leave the white up the table, I'd play the white to come back down the table. Then you've got all this left side at table then. That's what he's done, but he's nearly gone enough. And I tell you what, he's been fortunate there. He's been very fortunate. He's lucky he ain't gone enough there. And what a shot now, and Jack's got to pull off. This is tough. These are the shots that like you're playing into a back blind pocket. So I'd say it's like, it's not even 50-50, this isn't. 65-35, I'd say, chance of getting it. Because it's a blind pocket. Well, only one good thing about it, the black's gone on the rail, but he has got the natural handle to pop the yellow into the middle, play it with left hand side, top left hand side, play it a bit of slow pace so it just drags down this left hand side of the table and falls behind the black. He's leaving a little bit of shot, 3/4 distance down the rail, but these rails have been pretty good. That's definitely clean as a whistle, that was. He'll be happy because he was a bit wildered halfway through that match, wasn't he? He didn't think he was going to get back, so he'll be more than happy with that result. Meanwhile, on table 2, he's on a clearance now. There's no problems there. Wow, that's a poor shot. Never have gone nowhere near behind them reds. He should have just screwed out of that one. Still a bit of work with reds. I think if it me, I'd just make sure you got a chance of hitting that black. Hit the black. So he's got that red on the rail. He actually missed it. If he knocks another red safe, a bit of bonus. But he's got that one on the right hand side, what's pretty safe. But I think he might try and take that one out early. If he can, he'll have ball in hand and just bring it down the table. It's not a problem really, everything's all textbook really. If I pop the first one down the rail or leave it over the pocket, then pop the one further up the table in the middle of the table to the corner, and then go for the one in the same right hand corner, the one to the left if he wants, and just draw it back for the black. Depends which he decides to do, or if he gets good position on the one a bit further up the table in the middle, plot that one first, but it depends what angle. So he's got the angle now, he's going to have to pot that one, then come for the one to the right corner afterwards. And that's what it's doing. And play the one to the right corner afterwards. Just make it easy as possible. Play that one, but just make sure you leave yourself. Don't leave it straight, awkward, so you're leaving yourself on back rails. Leave it so you got a little bit of an angle to get out. That's it. He's left that angle perfect now. So all he's got to do is pot this, play for a bit of a left bottom, just screw it out to where the lines are, and he'll be fine. He's gone forward with it. Well, obviously he's looking at the middle, so he's going to playing it to the blind middle pocket. Got a clear view of the top one. I'd take the open pocket now. I'd play the full pocket at the top now, just drop it in. But he's playing it, and there's only problem with this way, where he's thinking he could lose the white, and he could more than likely come off it, so he goes to the left hand side. You've just got to watch it, don't go in off on it. So you've got to control the white. If you control the white, you'll be fine. But I don't like this. It's easy, but I don't like it. I'd sooner just drop it in the top. But he's got it. Watch the white look. See what I mean? This is what I said. You've got to control the white. You can't let the white just travel like that. And I did call it. That's the problem with that shot. It's a blind pocket and you're losing the white. So when you do play it, you've got to plate him, at least to plate it off the on the second rail, going down off that rail halfway down. You don't want to be nowhere near the pocket. It's a little bit unfortunate, really. If he had a clear pocket to the far corner, he's a good potter, so he could have potted it to far corner, right hand corner. That would have been the one-hander. Just put it in there just to keep the white safe. Don't lose the white. If I was coaching anybody, that would be the first thing I'd tell them. If he's got a chance of losing the white, you play it to the other pocket, because the points do mean prizes. And half of these young ones, they're good potters anyway. They're more than capable. So keep that confidence up and all. It could be a lack of confidence that they didn't go for the longer one. Meanwhile, you've got Lincolnshire Youth A still 12-12 against Derbyshire Youth. Now they're finishing at 12-12 because it's been on 12-12 quite a long time now. That West Yorkshire Youth A are 5-1 up against Bristol Youth A, so they've actually gained one and lost one. Manchester Youth, so Bristol's gained 1 point since, so they're 5-1 down. Bristol Youth A are 3-3 against Oxfordshire Youth. Manchester Youth C are 5-1 down against Wiltshire Youth A. Nottinghamshire Youth B are 2-2 drawing with South Yorkshire Youth B. Manchester Youth B are 1-0 up against Nottinghamshire Youth A. Right, we'll concentrate on table 1 now. It's nipped to 1. And it looks like it's going to cut this one down to. What's he doing with it? Well, he's obviously not happy. He's got one awkward red up the table, hasn't he? So, but me personally, I'll be very surprised now if he actually gets back to the table, to be honest with you. Because all these yellows, they do have a pocket and they can be worked. Got a good cannon there with that two yellows because they were a little bit awkward, but that was dangerous. I don't think he's going to have well, I don't really want to jinx the lad by saying he won't get back now, because I've said that before, because there was an easy clearance there. Like I say, they've got to walk into the shot, slow down a little bit. It's a nice cannon. What a nice cannon that was. I think that red goes to the middle. I think it slips past the black. If it does, this will be end of frame. Yeah, it does. I've just looked at it. Whether he goes for its tire, but it does go. And what I think Warren's worried about when he drops this, I apologise, when he drops this red into the left corner, what he is worried about, whether the white travels too far away from the court. Now that's why he's looking at whether he can pop that red into the corner first, near the middle. Just wondering whether he's taking it down. That's what he's thinking, because he's always going to fall on that red to the right corner if he cannons the black, or brings it across again to the same pocket. But no, he's made his mind up. He's going to go that way. Just drop it in dead weight. Don't do much travel with cue ball. Just use the pace of the table, because they are quick. And he wants it to come across. Keep rolling, keep rolling. He's got a shot. He's definitely got a shot. If he plays this now, just natural handle, top left hand side, it'll bring it out right. It won't interfere with the black. So if you take it top left hand side, you're bringing it to the middle of the table. You won't be taking it the far side of the table. It's because he's tried to hit natural ball there. That's why it's gone that side and left it awkward. And that's what another reason. Well, the pot one the easiest, but it still should have got it. No, the only thing, one good thing I can say, he's having to cue over the other ball now to pot one. So this is like it makes it like a quarter ball to it, and there's no deal to get. He's got to line it up first and just weigh the path out, and just as long as he gets out to the middle of the table. So it's not easy when you're queuing over balls. And really, it was a little bit fortunate where the lad left it, but this is pretty easy now. So you don't have no problems now. I'll find out in a bit when I'll ask Andy in a bit how they've got on Lancashire versus Kent. I'll try and find out for you. Some reason it should be coming on my screen. I'll try and find out if it. Just wait for Andy, because he's just sorting fixtures out. Right, they're actually, I've just, right, hang on about it. Is it Lancashire you say you're talking about against Kent U? So that'll be the one, won't it, finals? At the moment it's saying on the table it's 18-17. But it's not saying who, I should imagine it'd be 18-17 to Kent. Unless that's that's not right. That can't be right. That's just saying tables. No, they're the tables. So no, it'd be less than that. No, they can't have actually started yet because it's not throwing a result on it. Teams. Well, I'll try and find out for you now. He's just coming off a computer. Right, that match you're talking about, the Lancashire versus Kent, it hasn't started yet. They're only just starting. They're actually just getting sorted now. They've just been waiting for a match to finish. So I think as soon as that match finishes, they will be starting. If it comes up on my screen, because normally they just pop up straight on my screen and it hasn't popped up yet, that's probably why, because it hasn't started yet. When it does start, I will be reading the fixtures out anyway. At the moment, try and get updates on some of these scores. Bristol's now 6-2 down against West Yorkshire Youth A. Manchester Youth A are 4-3 up against Oxford Youth. Manchester Youth C are 7-1 down against Wiltshire Youth A. Nottinghamshire Youth B are 4-2 down against South Yorkshire Youth B. Manchester Youth B are 2-1 down against Nottinghamshire Youth A. Yeah, like I say, if you didn't hear me, Lancaster and Kent, they haven't started yet. That's why it's not come on my screen. I've been waiting for it popping up. Well, I've been waiting for a few popping up, but they're running behind with a few matches, waiting for other matches finishing. I think there's single matches going off and all somewhere, and they haven't popped up on mine. But when they finish, then those will come on mine anyway. And I can update folks what the fixtures are and where they are going with and all that lot. Latest score: Wiltshire Youth A 7-1 up against Manchester Youth C. Nottinghamshire Youth B 4-2 down against South Yorkshire Youth B. Manchester Youth B 2-1 down against Nottinghamshire Youth A. Bristol, like I say, they were 7-2 down against West Yorkshire Youth A, so they've gained a couple of frames since. Manchester Youth A 4-3 up against Oxfordshire Youth. It looks like on table 2 he's got a pretty good easy clearance here. He could do with taking the one now where he's looking at now, take that one back, draw it back for the other one. He's got a good cue ball there, he's played it really well. Just making sure, like I say, he just takes it up the table slightly. Don't want to be going over screwing it. Gets it near the middle, it'll be fine, and just leave yourself a shot for the black. Anywhere near the middle of the table will be a bonus, or just go to the side if he's got the angle. Don't want to overscrew it. Just think to yourself, I'll just screw 10 inches up table, just don't overscrew all the time. Just try and keep the ball as close as possible. This is a problem. He's going close to it, but he's done a lot of screwing there. Definitely the young man's game, that one. Liam will be happy with that result. Like I say, when we get a few updates, you know what I mean, with the Lancaster and Kent and stuff like that, we will be updating them, but I know the match hasn't started yet. That's probably why it's not come on my screen. We will be getting you some dates also for everybody for the EBPF tour. We've got this youth for the youth teams, the young ones teams this year. And there's about 5 tours where they're travelling all around the country. I think they're like one-day events anyway. But there'll be 10 spots available. Actually, if they qualify, just to get into England team. I think he was waiting on dates for that. I'm sure he was. Get them dates. Get them dates. I got them. No. Hey, got them. Get them in there. Yeah. He's going to be there in a bit. He's got the dates. I've just been asking him for these dates. Yeah, the guy who's one of the guys who actually runs the EBPF. I've been trying to get him on, and it's took, what's it time now? It's 2 o'clock, and he's finally just walking to the commentary. I've had to tell him again that he will be coming on, and he can run. It'll give me a little bit of a break. He can run through the fixtures. If there's any complaints, you want anybody, the commentators, to be replaced, you're more than welcome to replace me. I don't mind. I don't mind. It gives me a bit of a break. Vote me off. It won't bother me, to be honest with you. Not in the slightest. I like to help him out every now and then. But I will get him to do the fixtures in a bit. I think. Right, Andy, just make room for him, mate. He's going to do this EBPF thing. Right. I'll let him introduce himself on commentary. How we doing, mate? All right. Right. Well, I'll let you put your finger on, then I'll turn your sound on. Yeah, he's going to do EBPF the tour, let everybody know the dates and stuff like that. So if anybody's at home want to know the dates, you want to get your pens and papers out and stuff like that, you can do it over the next 2 minutes. Well, if he leaves me the dates and everything, or it shows me how to get them, I can keep reading them out during the day. Alright, get your headphones on, mate. I'll turn your sound on. Can you send me that? If you send it me, I'll read it out during the day. No, just in case anybody misses it. Like, yeah, if you send me all this information, I don't mind reading it out. It just gives me something to do while I'm doing results, because the results aren't changing that quick. Right, you can read it out, mate. Yeah, you can read it out. Once you go to I'll let you come on and read it out. Just give me a second, everybody. Wallet, Stephen.
Yeah, Stephen as in
Wallet, yeah, where will be?
it's a Steve.
Where will be? Yeah. Wallet, on a double T. That one there.
That?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just send them all to that. At least I can read them. Mate.
Why don't I just go on Messenger?
Well, just get the page up and I'll put you on mic and you can read it out first, because I know you're going to read it out anyway. I've just told everybody to get the pens and papers ready if they're interested. Or, like I say, if they get Harvey's number, give them Harvey's number and all, they can ring Harvey, can't they?
Alright.
Give him a number, they get his number out. Let everybody ring him. Right, when is it?
Right, just contact
Well, they just contact you if you have to, or whatever.
Just
Just put that on, yeah, the sound's on. I'll come on to you anyway. It won't be on your own anyway. Right, let me just get my glasses. My glasses have done a birding again under the table. Right. You alright, mate? How we doing?
Yeah, not so bad. Steve, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. It's right. I've just been telling everybody about the EBPF tour you've got coming up. If you'd like to read it all out, let everybody know what's what. Put the mic close to you. There you go.
Yeah, obviously, Herbie and Andy Johnson will be running the EBF tours. If you want to enter, please contact Jim Goodwin, who will be taking names. The dates are the 10th of May at Towers. The second one is the 21st at the Plaza Snooker and Pool, Stoke-on-Trent. The third tour is the 26th of July, MK Sports Bar. The 16th of August is the fourth one, Showman's in Scunthorpe. And then if you accumulate enough points, you'll go to the grand final, which is the 13th of September at Savannah's. So if you are interested, please contact Jim Goodwin or Anna Goodwin, and they will take your names down. You have to pay up front, so it obviously, like, you have to play 3 tours to qualify for the grand finals.
Yep. Alright, what else? Can I just take a photo of that with my phone? No?
Yeah.
I'll take a photo because I can zoom in if I do it this way. No, because during the day I want to read this out to folks, because if anybody asks me about it, at least I can tell them, can't I?
obviously the EBF youth tour and the men's tour is following on from the Masters and Ladies tour, which everybody pays before they enter. You pay a payment, you get a shirt along with it. And in the Ladies tour, it's gone from strength to strength. We started 32, now we got 2 tours with 64 players in each. Seniors tour is also starting this year as well. Going to run alongside the Masters tour.
You're going in any of them? Are you doing any of them this year?
Yeah, I'm going to do the Masters tour. I quite enjoy the Masters tour.
Yeah, I've said that already. I might have a go at one of them. I don't know yet. Because if I go down and run any of them, you know what I mean, with commentary, I might as well be playing, innit?
Yeah, just have.
You know what I mean? If I can get in and just play, I might as well just do one of them. I don't want to do. But I've dropped a lot of the matches this year. I don't want to be doing many. To be honest with you. But with that, if I'm working, I might just do it. You know what I mean? Just see how I get on again.
I mean, what's your thoughts on the tournament so far? Obviously, you've done a lot of commentary.
I think it's brilliant, mate. I think the youngins they've actually raised the game up a lot since last year, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? There was like the final last night with Jack and the other lad, one from Derby. The quality, break dishing like one, weren't they? And they were reverse dishing. The standard's gone up really well, and it's a good thing, really. It just keeps them, like I said, it keeps them out of the bedrooms playing on Xboxes and doing this now, doesn't it? Gives them something to achieve, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's brilliant, to be honest with you. I think it's fantastic.
Last night's game, there was 4 breaking dishes on the
that's what I'm saying. It was unreal. Yeah, I thought there was 3 or 4. I know it was a lot.
Yeah.
There was reverse dishes as well. He did, and they had one tip-tap game, didn't they? Safety game, didn't they?
Yeah, I'd like to.
It was brilliant, mate.
I'd like to give a shout out to Cohen Bradford because.
Very good.
Cohen, he's obviously won the singles here.
Yeah, that's the one we're on about. Played brilliant.
Following on from his triumph in the World Championship, which superb. Brilliant, really. So. But all the youngsters are,
I think it's brilliant what they've done for them to right what they've done and what they've all taken part. They love it, don't they? Absolutely love it.
There's always a room for improvements. There's always.
Yeah, they'll only get better, mate.
Yeah.
They'll only get better. And to me, they're very good now. Some of them are really, really strong. I mean, they're going to be, superstars when they get older because they're sharp. They're not frying to go for stuff either, are they?
No. But when you do these sort of tournaments, whether you do the youths, whether you do our county finals, every year, there's always something we go away from it. How can we improve it? What can we do?
Yeah.
And I've said it many times, the work behind the scenes by people that do these sorts of competitions.
It's hard work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard work.
Yeah.
There's more work than what people think, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Organising it and where they're going to have them, whether they're going to get the hotels for the place that they go. It's like everything into it. You know what I mean? It's like these events, national finals and all this lot. And then they've got the big events, the Maltas and stuff like. When they're playing for England, because that's what it all boils down to. What they're playing for. Where they're going to achieve, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that from a youth point of view, you come into the EBPF, the aim should be to get to the A team, and if you get into the A team,
exactly.
The next aim is at international level.
Yeah.
We are trying to help out with finances in the international, but
yeah,
we're getting there a little bit. But as you well know,
Well, the odd sponsors are coming along now, aren't they? Over the last year or so, aren't they? You know what I mean? They do come, don't they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is, like I say, it is taking off. Well, it's took off so much now. I mean, what's it been running now? 8-9 years, hasn't it now? Is it longer?
What's this?
This has been running now.
The youth.
Not talking about just the youth, the EBPF itself. You know what I mean?
Well, I've been chairman 2013 maybe.
Yeah.
It was going way before I became chairman, and
I think it's getting on. It must be 12 years, then, isn't it? It's got to be.
From
around about 12 years, isn't it? 11, 12 years. It's got to be, because I think it was just before you. It started. It was a couple of years before you started. I'm sure it was.
Yeah, I think it's
because it did start at the Rileys at Mansfield.
Yeah, where the EBF is concerned, it's about having a good team.
Yeah,
we got a good team, and at the moment, we got a fabulous team. All willing to help out, work out, and most important is to work as a team, to be honest.
Yeah.
The youths, this is the second year that we've done the youths separate, and it's gone from strength to strength.
Yeah. you still doing county then yourself? The main county. Do you still play?
Yeah, I try.
Yeah, you still
Right.
try. Who you
Yeah,
win now?
no,
Who you actually win now then?
Bristol.
Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still play. Yeah, Masters. I'm more into playing Masters than I am.
Yeah.
B. Yeah, Masters.
Yeah. So I know we used to do quite a bit. We used to see at events 10 years ago, into that event, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, sit down and have a dinner somewhere. I mean, it's the only time we used to see folks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think last time I seen you was actually at Stoke. At Stoke, wasn't it? That sports bar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, down there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I say, the only problem we've had this week, and I can see, the only problem we've had is internet. It's lowered down a little bit, hasn't it? It keeps cutting out every now and then, you know what I mean? But apart from that, we've had no weeks of nothing, have we?
No, it's been
really
quite good.
It's been really good. It's just the internet lows down a little bit.
It's a showcase for what the youth can do, and when you look at some of the standard of the youth players,
Yeah.
it only bodes well
Yeah.
for the EBPF going forward, and we're at international level as well.
Yeah. I noticed another thing about a lot of these matches, you know, the early ones, they was all finishing very, very close, weren't they? They was all scrapping for that point, weren't they? You know what I mean, to get there, weren't they?
I think like the excitement kicks in the knockout stage, because obviously
Yeah.
there's an extra set in the knockout stage, and if it's a draw,
Yeah.
it becomes a free frame playoff, and the crowds that are around here, yeah, superb. The atmosphere is brilliant.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Yeah. I think like a big shout
And the
out.
good thing, there's actually a good thing, like I say, the good thing about it, because they see each other every year, they tend to know everybody now. They know the parents adore each other, don't they, more? It's not, they're not as nervous now, as when, you know, it's like they're settling in a bit more, aren't they? And the quality they're playing, a lot of them's playing really, really well.
Yeah, I mean,
Like they've had a good time on table, haven't they? Probably a couple of years back and maybe prove themselves, you know what I mean?
yeah, it's like
You know, they're all coming with nicknames and all, aren't they?
there's a couple of youngsters there, like from like 7, 8, 9 years of age, and
Yeah,
you see some of them play, you think, oh my god.
yeah. Yeah.
Lucas from
Nice
West Yorkshire.
That's popped up corner there.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Well, I said a lot of these, and like I say, they're playing pool there, but make half some of them, because they can pot long balls, they'll be good on snooker table and all, I think, some of them. You know what I mean? I've always said it, practice on a snooker table, it sharpens you on a pool table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They all want it, doesn't it? It's all been quiet.
Yeah.
You know when you see the men's ones, it's a bit more rowdy into the lad one, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now the big ones,
It's
always
always-
rowdy, lad, aren't they? But you know, you
Well,
see
it's local
young ones.
rivalry, isn't it?
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
like-
They have it, don't they? They've seen, you know, years ago, you used to have the Yorkshire ones. They used to be really feudish, didn't it? You know what I mean?
As long as it's all friendly and you're not doing it on when
Yeah,
players are down for their shots.
Yeah,
then-
exactly.
And there's respect. It's when it gets a little bit
Yeah.
silly that it
I
becomes
think I've
frustrating.
found over the years, you know, when you see players what do that, they don't tend to last, do they?
No.
They never last, do they? They've gone within a year or two, haven't they? They don't last because they get sick. Their own players get sick of them, and then don't they? You know what I mean?
They don't want it, do they?
No, they don't want it.
But I say a big shout out must go out to like, you know, the top table, like, you know, Andy Johnson.
Yeah, exactly.
Sits there,
Yeah.
you know, Arby,
Chris Walker and all that, and behind owns the towers and
Chris
plays. Yeah.
from Towers.
They just make it there, don't they?
Yeah, because obviously a lot of work goes into it. Their staff, you know, been busy for the last
Yeah.
couple of days, which is good. Upstairs arena's really good as well. So.
Yeah, we've had upstairs as well. We've had the front room like yesterday as well, didn't we? We had pool tables, a few pool tables in the front room and all.
Yeah.
It's been really busy, hasn't there? How many players actually come down in the end? Do we actually know? So I think there was about 130, 140, weren't there?
There was 124 in the singles.
Yeah, that was just the singles.
Yeah, so
yeah,
approximately 124 to 130 players
yeah,
that are here, which is good for the youths. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's
It's good, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
It's the best decision we ever made was taking the youths out of the adults. You know, letting them have their own county finals.
Yeah.
And
It makes it more even for them as well. Do you know what I mean? You know, and it's not even starting at the bottom because they're playing on their own level then, aren't they? You know what I mean? And you find a lot of these young ones now, you can see it like they was playing last night. They're going to be more than capable of beating the bigger ones and all. You know what I mean? They are quality. They're not frightened of them, are
well,
they?
it gives the parents time to times as well. But just sit there and enjoy it and watch it.
Yeah, of course it does.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So
And the more relaxed weekend, aren't they? They don't got
Yeah.
people banging into them and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
when you're at county finals and it's all together, it's all full on, and
Yeah.
you know.
So what actually brought all that change on? Was it actually brought in meetings then? Did they just say, well, look, we can better do it this way?
A couple of things really, like, you know, I mean, obviously safeguarding as well. There's quite a few things that went into the decision.
Yeah,
Obviously, like sometimes when you go to county finals, it can be really, really rowdy.
yeah,
A lot of unsaviour behaviour at times by
Yeah.
adults.
but they don't want that around the
No,
young ones anyway,
no,
do they?
and to be honest, you know, when you can manage it, and obviously when you talk to all the youths and you explain that this is
Yeah.
what's supposed to happen, you know, and you know they all teams this weekend have been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
We haven't had one issue, and last year we only had 16 teams last year, and
Yeah.
I've always thought that it would be nice to, if we could, to invite all the teams so they get an experience of what county finals is all about.
yeah,
And like this year, we invited 24 teams. So
yeah,
they're getting experience on what to expect going forward.
yeah. How many did you do last year then? The EBPF tours? Did you do many of them?
Yeah, I did in the Masters. I did them all.
Did you?
Yeah, and I was lucky.
So you
enough-
did a bit of travelling about then?
Yeah, I was lucky enough
Yeah.
to get to the semi-finals of the main
Yeah.
the grand finals.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
tell Harvey that, like, because you know,
No.
you know what Harvey's like. You know?
Well, it doesn't matter what I say to him, really, you know, because if I play like something like Kev Seaman, like we did a shootout a few years back, you know, it's black ball shootout law. It doesn't matter what I do, they'll always change the result on it. I think I did 28 out of 30 black ball shootout. Somebody said no, well, it only got 5 out of 30, and Kev Seaman got 24, and he couldn't beat me at it. And that was just proving a point. A snooker player could play pot better than a pool player. You know what I mean? And he wouldn't have it, so we had this thing in. And then we had the singing competitions and stuff like that. It's been going on for about 8 years now, hasn't it? Just goes on and on, doesn't it? Yeah, it just goes on and on. I don't like to even mention it sometimes, but it just goes on and on. But it doesn't matter, you know, what you win or what you lose, you'll never win it with them, because they'll say no, it was rigged, it was fixed and all that lot. How can you fix a black ball shootout?
Yeah.
I mean, and we had this argument going for weeks, and I said no, don't do it. I said pot snooker players are better players, and he wouldn't have it. I said, yeah, you could bore me out of the game to death. Yeah, you probably would beat me and bore me to death. But I said, but you won't beat me a black ball shootout. He won't have it, and we played it. And
He's a legend of the nuts.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh God, he can bore it. He can bore a squirrel out of a tree of its nuts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What he does is,
I can remember at an England international.
it's mad. We're bad as one another, really. We wind each other up, don't we?
But I can remember at an England international.
Yeah.
Kev played with Andy Lucas. And,
He's quality, Andy.
yeah.
I think Andy's better than Kev, to be honest with you. And I like Andy's quality.
And
Better than Kev Seaman. I'll say it, Tony. Andy, you're the best, mate. Don't leave us.
But they played differently. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Andy's. But quite a few times they had tap-ins, and
Yeah.
Andy wanted to go for it.
Yeah.
And
Do you know? Yeah. Do you know? Do you know? A couple of years ago, I played Andy, and it was the first time I'd really seen him. But I knew his face, but I never knew where I knew him from, because I never used to follow people's names as much at pool. But I'd seen him, and I know I'd seen him on. And but it was years ago on Sports Channel, you know, on Sky Sports and stuff like that. It was some event he'd gone to, and he was on it. And it was when Nick Jones was playing and all that lot. I thought, no, I've seen his face, but he was younger then. Do you know what I mean? And I played him, and I went 3-0 up against him. I didn't miss a ball. I thought, oh, this is going to be an easy game. And he come back and beat me 4-3. I was gutted out. Anyway, a few months later, we had a match down at Bristol, and he actually shook me and said, yeah, I'm looking at you really as my challenge at days, because what you did to me last time, it shocked me. Like, do you know what I mean? I think I had one break this, you know what I mean? And after that, he destroyed me 5-1. I was gutted. But I love him to bits. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, they're both legends, aren't they?
Yeah, they're fantastic. But Andy don't bore me. He plays the game how it should be played. Andy can play the game right. That's how I put it. But some of the stories, yeah. Yeah. But right, in a minute, we're going to focus. Like I say, he's got this clearance on table 2. Pretty easy clearance. He's just got all that Walker Deli down the bottom end of the table, and he's just got to make sure he leaves himself a good angle on that one. The updates on the score: West Yorkshire Youths are actually 10-3 up against Bristol Youths A. Manchester Youths A 9-3 up against Oxfordshire Youths. South Yorkshire Youths A 1-1 against Derbyshire Youths A. Lancaster Youth A are 2-1 up against Kent's Youth. So that Kent Youth one's actually just popped up on the screen. They're 2-1 behind at the moment. Kent are. Manchester Youth C 11-3 behind against Wiltshire Youth A. Nottinghamshire Youth B are 7-5 down against South Yorkshire Youth B. Manchester Youth B 4-4 with Nottinghamshire Youth A. Yeah, unfortunately, I say. Yeah, Lancaster, they're actually 2-1 up. Yeah, you enjoy that, mate? Yeah, thanks for coming on. Like I say, I've got that photo, and like I say, do you know, dear, I'll just rub it there. Because a lot of us will get a pen and everything, and I'll just, every hour so I'll rub it out. It's like when we've got money matches coming up, I'll throw them out and all, you know, so people know they're there. And then the people that turn up to the events think, well, I've never seen a good money match, 30 grand or something, they'll go and watch it, you know what I mean? I throw that much advertisement out. I think it's important. You have to do that anyway. You've got to do that. You've got to advertise the sport. You know what I mean? Say why me? I'm trying to leap sound. I know because it's no worse at home listening to a blank screen, is it? Trying to listen to a blank screen, leap sound, and what I mean. How much are them vents then? They're 40 quid a piece, a time, 40 quid a time.
What's this?
They use them EBPFs. They used to be about 30,
I think
40
it's
quid,
no, it's about £200. Yeah. So
I mean, not the whole lot, just each one you go to.
if you do separate, yeah, it could
Yeah.
be 35, 40 quid.
Yeah, well, I did that one at
Yeah, you're only getting on.
Let's just wrap this up. Let's get 8 in a row and wrap this up quick. We'll go get some food.
Take that.
Sorry, I can't take it yet. Whoever's doing it. Mine just says waiting on you guys to unlock. There you go. Now I can do it. Right. Okay. Right, that's locked Right, Rowan.
Come on, Jack! Nice and easy one. on, Jared. Come on, Rowan. Yeah, Shane. Come on. That's it, Rowan. That's it, man. Come on.
Come on, Jared. Come on.
You had it, Rowan, mate. Come on. Come on. Yeah, quiet, Jared. Confidence, mate. Confidence.
to say there will be a short break now while everyone grabs some food. So we're going to take the stream down. The next round of the competition, the semi-finals, be back on probably around 4 o'clock. So look out for the stream then. If you want to get the notifications, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. So we'll see you around 4ish for the next round. See you soon.